You know, as soon as...
Oh, shit! Game number 1 from Wing says we're going to go for the punt.
And it looks like they're actually going to try and aggro over here.
Wait for it, wait for it. Here they come. They're coming down into the river. Who's going to get that first rune? It does both go the way of Wings. Weeha taking a lot of damage early on, but the Illuminate, it hits on 4. Blink is so low. DC's almost got first blood. Resolution, time looking into the first blood, but it's Weeha on the Skywrath throwing the orbs from range. That will bring down Blink.
Man, this early Observer Reward setup.
DC gets so much more. The top 3 CSs on the board. The lanes are looking fantastic for DC to start with. They have a small advantage as now they might find a bigger one. Ice caught out. Rot denial, not possible. Misery gets the last club and in mid lane going over the river. And this is that kind of moment they were waiting for. Faith runs in. They'll get an easy crush. Innocence to help out with the Wisp Spirits. Blink the Storm Spirit. The Mystic Fire! Weeha! He burnt the Retina out of Blink. And now it's a 1-1 trade-off.
Catch wind of the Slardar nor the IO, so they are still blind. Although, you know, Silencer farming out alone with threat of relocate.
The ping actually came out. They think there's something going up here. DC's rotating supports, but it might be too late. Misery taking heavy damage. The multicast not enough to save his life. And now Resolution has to time walk back to the tier 1 tower.
Wings did such a good job of evading vision of that Observer Ward, but without Chronosphere up, not sure if DC can fight here. They're
forcing it. Leap in, time dilation. Global Silence comes out from Shadow, making this very difficult. Faith Beyond, Blink forward. Sun's over on Resolution with the Timber Chain over. They need more damage. Resolution's going to go down. The Illuminate barely nicks the back of Faith, but with the Timber Chain forward, moves bring in the damage, but it's still not enough. Faith Beyond into the tree line. Blink, he's got it. He's into the trees, starting a CP. The Hawk away, keeping it going all the way home. It's Fountain Hawking TI6 style. You're still brought back with the relocate, so Innocence will have to give up his life here.
We in very deep.
Faith doesn't have vision of him. Now he will. Blink crush. Storm Spirit jumps forward. Skywrath Mage. No real defensive abilities. Resolution. He time walked in like he was about to go for the Chronosphere and then pulled out.
I have to applaud Wings again for taking all these fights outside of DC's vision. They do have a ward in this mid lane,
coming over. That Observer was sees Faith. Ice still on the back lines, ready to be that saving grace. Blink, crush, Misery now hooked down. Does he have enough damage? Resolution, no mana for a Chrono, and the Global Silence. They can't respond now, DC. Literally, mute button's been pressed. They still have a relocate, but Io is probably the closest of any of these heroes. Like, he can drag Shadow up. And that's all. Chronosphere now on Faith. TPs begin. Global Silence once again making this difficult for DC to get the instant kill. But now the Timber Chain forward. Faith just explodes. They're going to have more damage once Weeha can get that ulti down, but he can't. Now he can, but it's all being chained up. Wings together, holding hands. But they may die together just as they fought. No is low. Once he's the tower, chains away. Wings, they buy back on Faith. They need a good crush out from him. Blink is off cooldown. He'll find Sasuke over in the tree line, so he'll take a fall too. The smoke. Wings had Knobs ward up. Ice will break it. Do they want to go on him? Roshan's not dead yet. They put the Timbersaw on the front lines. Digital Chaos trying to find that quick opening. Shadows nearby. There is no Global Silence and trouble. Blink is down. He'll commit suicide with a Bloodstone. He'll be back in 10 seconds, but 10 seconds may be too long. Shadow will go down. Innocence attempted to relocate will fail. He didn't get him out in time.
They can hook out the Wisp, though. They can hook out the Wisp. That's the only play that I think they have to perhaps save him.
Ice is standing too far away. Now he's going to come down close enough to it. Innocence, the stun's there. Ice holds the hook. Instead, they may try and contest Roshan. Storm Spirit, very easy to jump in, but the Observer Ward's up for both Dire and Radiant on the cliff sides of Roshan. Here comes your first hook. They drag Moo up. They've not the greatest. It's a 3-man corridor! Resolution! He hit the money line right here! Chain forward! Wings, where's your extra damage? Resolution will keep chasing down after him. The Yule Setter up, keeping Faith out of it. And Moo still wants Ice. They're going to go on Faith first. He'll drop down, and they get them all. Wings, they had 5 feet. Time to buy 2, 10 in the grave.
What a godly Chronosphere from Resolution. And looks like they are going to show the Timbersaw in the mid lane, but they can easily recall him to the fight. Dire's use scan, they know exactly where they are.
So smart from Wings. They see it coming, but how do they react?
They need an Observer Ward.
They actually can't TP out Blink. Blink is walking so far over that he can just jump, and yep, there she goes into the tree line. Number 1, but the seal is up. Yule Scepter will dispel it. Global Silence, but Resolution drops the Chronosphere. They wait for him to hit the ground and then burn him in the light.
But if you just go to the left side, you have the Observer Ward there. You can hide, pop the smoke. If you
Innocence. Oh, Weeha! Blink in, Yule Step to the crutch! Hits on 4! They hook out Resolution! Almost back to Tier 4 towers! He'll time walk down after 4-star from Misery trying to save him. The Aegis Immortal will trigger, so Weeha back up again, and they're gonna burn down the Slaughter. The assault into the base. Ice can't keep the fight going for Wings. And now he's building an item which you normally get when you have momentum. He's going back into the Orchid after Bloodstone and Yules. Up top, in the jungle, Ice and Mystic Flare doing some work. He'll survive. The Glimmer Cape keeps him invis. And Faith looking for the crush, but he missed it. Now Resolution. They already found one. Weeha is caught inside the Chronosphere, trying to kill the Slaughter. Shadow will move over. Can they find the kill? Yules up from Slaughter. He'll go again up and towards the air. Shadow still wants his kill over on Weeha. Faith will drop in the meantime, but the Rod of Atos, the curse. It should be enough, but the Yule Scepter dispel. Shadow's running out of mana. The blink out. Weeha keeps the kite going. Resolution for the time locker. A double kill for Moo. And Wings kited to the end of the earth in a Stimp Breeze.
Oh, he has Scepter. This is going to be insanely difficult for Wings to hold.
Especially during the daytime. Extra heal, Blink gonna jump himself in. The time block holds him in. The Global Silence. They'll actually pull Blink away with the hook, but now DC, no Global Silence to fight up against. They know they got the advantage, they got Chrono, they got everything their heart desires. All they want is the racks. DC, everyone was picking Wings to try and win this grand final. The favorites to do it, but DC, they will be the first to claim the full set of racks on top. Fortification from Wings is slowing this fight down. Ice still looking for a good angle. Blink jumps in. They don't have the opening just yet. The smoke, the hawk. It actually drags the Slaughter out of his crush. They still know they got more. The multicast. Blink forced up down outside the Chrono. Silencer caught inside of Innocence. He can't pull him out in time. He'll have to hold in. They have to back up under the Tier 4 towers. DC, they're rampaging on from them for objective-based gaming. But GG, Wings will call it. DC take game number 1 of the TI6 Grand Final against Wings. The boys that went all the way through the winner's bracket.
Jeez. We is insane on that Skywrath Mage. And again, the early game over for Misery. You can still feel the effects of his first 5 minutes.
It's the confidence of DC. Yeah, so nothing unusual from them, and the dual off lane from Wings. So,
but you know, they're starting off Wings. They see that 3 heroes are up there. They expected the aggro.
Look at the quick rotations too. Moo walks all the way over, gets hit by the crush. Ice Bone Strike. Shadow's on his way in, while the Static Link up on the top lane. They're battling there, and Innocence makes a break for the tree line. It's Moo who's trying to escape on the bottom. He actually devoured a Centaur, got a 3-man stomp, and trying to reach back to his own Tier 1 tower. It won't happen, however.
How is Innocent still alive on this top lane?
I do not know. He's had so much damage stolen. Misery. He hasn't even leveled an ability. Now he'll level up the ensnare, but what help is there? It's only that one range creep, and he actually... they're going top lane. Ice locked up to start with. It's the ensnare. They're still stealing a lot of damage. Now also Ice, the Sentry Wards, both of them being dropped at the same time. Disruption is up here, but the 3-man crush from Faith Beyond. Ice, one more attack. There it is. The Shadow Demon Poison will reach it and stare into the Slaughter 2. They can make this a 2 for him. They do. Digital Chaos, they couldn't find the time to inflict the damage before, but this time they found it. Tier 1 tower, there's no fortification, so Faith actually just running himself in. They've still got Disruption as well as, and Snares on cooldown for 2 more seconds. But TP, it's Faceless Void, Chrono is available. They're going to be careful in DC. The Chrono catching Sustenance rolls on Resolution. The Sunstrike will help them. They take 1, they take 2, they move to Resolution. Time locking him up. The Crush still on cooldown. Actually, no mana. Resolution will steal the damage. This stops the Faceless Void from finding the kill. Resolution, he's walking out of here. Double smokes, DC, they smoked and went through the bottom river, looking down to the bottom lane where Ice is currently farming up. But it's the double smoke coming out from Wings. They're going to see Weeha actually invis, thanks to the Sentry Ward. Very quick Chronosphere, the nuke, the Sunstrike. Sucks a perfect place to cancel that one off, and the Song of the Siren. They may realize that Sentry Ward was down, hence they went on him. And the Song of the Siren will allow them to back out. So no Chrono, no Song, but they keep looking for the fight. Ice, the Invoker can die in the meantime. Shadow caught out by the Purge, as well as the Mirana a little bit further up. And with the Ensnare to hold Shadow in position, he time walks away a little bit of the damage. Needs a little bit longer with the Burrow Strike. Epicenter from Ice to the back lines. He may find damage. He may have enough with the help. The leap away. The Mirana, she's not out yet. The bash, it's the damage from Slaughter. He'll find it. Blinking over the crush. A double kill for Faith. You still had DC going in deep looking for the other kills, but Ice Ice, the Burrow strike up away from Resolution's oldie. Now the double crush. Surprised he was still then underneath the tower so far. With the observer ward up from Wings, they do have good vision. They realize both Suxer as well as Misery are on the back line. Space looking for the perfect blink chronosphere. It hits on the SD. The crush, no song of the siren out. They already get the kill on the SD. Misery holding that ultimate while Resolution steals the damage. Faith away with the fortune. Then Resolution wants to keep fighting here. The Slaughter, there's a time lock. Song of the siren, hold the fun, but wait for it. It will be released as the arrow flies in. Who's the connect on the Slaughter down instantly? Burrow strike up into the epicenter. DC, the damage. They may have to bail out this one, but Ice Ice, no Resolution. Kiting with the plasma field. Blink will finally arrive. With the deafening blast pushing DC back. Call snap Moo in a little bit too deep. Time lock as well. They bring down Moo. Will be problematic for Wings if they get hit by that before the fight begins. And Wings actually buying up a new item of their own. They instantly TP'd the mid lane. So once again, after the fresh Blink Dagger on Wings, this time it's on Shadow. They smoke up and they look for an opening on DC. The Observer Ward tells them everything they need to know. Burrow strike down. Suxer gets popped by the Invoker Sunstrike, and then the Blink double crush. The Chrono, they'll catch out to Misery. The song comes out. The beautiful tones. At least beautiful for DC. The arrow will hit perfectly on Shadow, but Ice Ice, they're trying to keep up. Where's that 4-star forward? They don't have it. They look down into the tree line. They find Misery. Can't get out.
What a perfect time for a smoke, and I think if you trade Song for Chrono, it's actually pretty good for Wings because now they can do Roche without fear of reprisal from the DC side. You can't really go in there with Razor and a Doom. Maybe if Mirana hits an arrow, but that's a big maybe, and Roshan is dropping fast.
They let it go. Moose is up on top lane, farming up. We will push out the mid, so at least Wings, they can't just rotate down to the bottom lane and take out the tier 2 tower. They must come back and defend their top and mid lane. Moving up to the Ancients, Weeha comes in the middle of a Burrow strike up. They find Resolution, crush as well. Can they kill off Weeha? No, the leap out. He'll get the Starfall. Oracle purifies it with the flames once again, and it's Resolution bashed up. The fight splits into two different parts. Ice Ice will down the back lines with the Chronosphere. Sunstride's coming in. The damage isn't enough. Disruption. Suxer tries to keep his core alive as Resolution runs away, but now with the time dilation, Tornado, it caught him! Thanks to the crush from Faith Beyond, Resolution won't die. The fall attack from the back from Shadow, who finds the secondary one into Naga. Suxer, he needs to get out. The damage is not enough. Sunstrike, no! He was drawn to the light, but you do not walk towards the light.
Oh, man.
Misery's moving over. That's on cooldown for another half a minute. And then they actually find Moo into the epicenter. He'll die in the bottom lane. The mech is not enough. The arrow will connect on Shadow. Weeha, he jumps in. He needs double damage right now, but it's not there. Shadow time walks all off, and he's actually in the perfect position with the Burrow strike from my side. They catch out Weeha. Sentry's dying underneath the tower, so they can't keep the vision up. Moonlight Shadow helping him to escape, but Suxer will not be so lucky. The arrow will connect again. The DC, they lose 3 heroes.
Wings from to come around from behind.
The Blink Chrono. Resolution caught, amplifying to Sunstrike. They need more damage. The Burrow strike's gonna do it. Combining it with a crush. There's no Resolution. Moo will go down too. This will be it for DC. They've lost so much. They want to keep fighting. Misery, he'll go down as well. GG. Team Wings will do it.
They thought they had the Faceless Void counter with the first pick Naga Siren, but this insane amount of stuns from coming out from Wings. Their excellent team play. The farm on Blink. Oh my God, did it come together at the perfect moment.
Well, at least we get one of the dreams. There's a guaranteed 4 games here in the grand final. But Digital Chaos, there was a lot of smiles going into the end of the draft of game 1. And now, well, the smiles might disappear, but they've still got to keep the mentality up. They've managed to bring the second game off Wings. Wings only losing 1 game prior to this grand final up against DC. It was a techies game. You didn't know if it was really going to be the thing, but we leveled the series at 1 apiece.
Very difficult time dealing with
that helps.
Double melee.
Moo just got time locked on the bottom lane. Combine that with the Fortune's End. Moo's going to go down. First blood, it goes to Wings.
And on the top lane.
Yeah, Misery's rotating around. Faith so low. Resolution lower. Cold Embrace is still available. Now Misery will arrive. Ice Ice. Burrow Strike is just going for the last swing, trying to find Resolution, but these searing arrows doing the early damage the DC required. That arrow fly down. There she is. Resolution will find himself a kill. Well, it will be easy for Mu to deal with that if he was level 6, but doesn't have the chakram available yet. Another heavy rotation to top 3 from either side. They stun on Resolution. Torrent as well. Saksa, he needs to get that cold embrace off, but Oracle has more than enough magical damage. Misery with a Burrow Strike forward. Wants the Nyx Assassin. Doesn't have the damage output, but maybe with the help of the Wyvern, he will have it. Misery to the tree line. The salve is actually going to get cancelled off. It was a caustic finale that did it. And now Faith, 28 life. Will it be enough? Is he going to pop? Faith barely survives, dropping down to 8 at one point.
And another tower.
And without the committal of Exorcism, this is a troubling sight when you can't even hold your tier 1s.
Misery looking for a kill, Epicenter.
With a Timber Chain into Chakram, they commit the Epi too. Innocence will walk into the side of it, but now we can just use Fortune's End. Slow down Misery. It will connect. The follow-up stun with the Mana Burn by Carapace. The curse is out. It holds Oracle in, and Mu comes in with a Chakram, but false promise. It will keep Innocence alive as he TPs himself away to safety. Mu's still looking for something. Actually, he's just looking to get the hell out of here. Exorcism is triggered, but the stun is on Mu, and it's going to be Wings holding the Timbersaw in position. No, the chain up. The last attack from the Death Prophet will find the kill. The supporters arrive for DC. They arrive in with a big searing arrow damage. Faith makes a break for the tree line. Still alive. Triggering does too. So no extra inputs for Resolution. Time lock. Not going to be enough from Shadow as Weeha. Cold embrace. Resolution. The torrent is going to connect the double stun. Faith the end. He walks himself out. He walks over. He wants the last finishing move. He won't get it. Ice will finish him. The torrent. It may not be done yet. Saksa set up in towards the air. X marks the spot. You ain't going nowhere apart from down to the briny deeps. Faith doesn't have enough for the stun. Spy Carapace up unless she connect over on Misery. He tries to create space. No timer from Shadow. Time will forward. Now he finds the kill. More TP support arriving from DC. Another connected time from Ice on the Misery. Stuns. Chakra forward. Moody to turn the tide of this fire's Misery. The one charge will keep him back into it. He can go for another Burrow Strike as Mu. Time lock for a century. He wants to walk out to the tier 1 towers. No stuns available from Nyx Assassin, but these ones really playing dividends.
Oh my goodness, what ungodly teamwork coming out from Wings next to that side shot.
It's not over yet. Innocence is coming over. The Chrono is on Weeha. Innocence brings the damage. Weeha, he is going to pop like a top. They look for more. Ice. Where is it? No, the Ice X mark's not going to hit. They turn around, look to the tier 1 tower.
I'd like to see some maybe backdooring.
Weeha
Resolution.
playing stuns by Carapace. Sent instantly back that Starfall of Weeha. Shadow, he's there. Chrono's up. Moonlight Shadow will not protect the Marana.
No spell.
Now bottom lane because they found the Death Prophet. But Death Prophet, what? She blinks away. No one attacked her. She just gets her out. She had the Yule Scepter as well. With the Exorcism up, DC was, well, hoping to kill her up before it could do a lot of damage. Now she'll bring it back over. Something a little bit longer left on it. Timbersaw up for Faith. Gets the stun. Now the Exorcism goes to work. Misery prepping the epicenter. Burrow strikes forward. Bleed's going down with the Fortune's End. The save is huge. Resolution's time dilation out this fight. Sucks has the TP out, but DC, they're losing everything, including the kitchen sink. Rotating around, looking for an opening. Middle lane, blink, Burrow Strike, Death Prophet, the arrow will connect. That's a good 5 seconds. Innocence getting ripped apart by Resolution. He's still got the false promise onto Blink, but the life just won't be there. Blink is guaranteed dead when he hits the ground from the damage, and it will happen. Clinks will take the kill. Cold Embrace keeping Misery up. Now it's Faith Bian's turn. Resolution finding a triple kill. Digital Chaos have just pulled out the team fight of their life. The dewarding happened, so DC definitely know that Wings are around Roshan. They're going to group up, smoke up. Remember, without the Exorcism, there's not a lot of quick damage arriving from Wings. So Roshan at now 2k life. They're a little bit too far away here, DC, so Roshan will go down to Wings. The question is, they want to keep fighting. Sentries are down. Leap up, looking for the Chrono. Leaps away, however. Timbersaw has the Yule Sash. He gets the Yule Scepter up. He's trying to avoid the time dilation. The Chrono! It got Resolution! That's a big one! They need to find the kill! Ships on the way in, a Resolution crushed on the hull! Zuxka also has to Cold Embrace, but there's too much damage there to still find that kill. X-Mark him back. Weeha thought he might get out this one. The epicenter arrives from Misery. Minimal damage. Wings can just tank through it. Misery, silence, nukes. He's got enough life. He's moving north, and will it be enough while the battle happens in the pit? Misery will die. DC lose 4 and Wings. Wow. The scan comes out from Radiant side. They don't find anyone in Viz. They know the Clinks isn't there, and here they go. Blink triggers the Exorcism. Up to the tier 3 tower.
They wanted to be able to spam this with the Timber Saw and the Winter Wyvern, but they're nowhere close as T3 is going to fall before they really get any damage.
Yep, now the jump comes in. Quick chain away after he blinks forward. Burrow Strike. It connects to the Death Prophet. The Chrono. Weehara. Shadow catches 2 again. The Torrent combo. They move down towards Moon with a double stomp from Faith. They ensure the kill. No buyback available for the Timber Saw. And Clinks is still waiting for an opportunity. Resolution sitting outside the base. He doesn't know where to go. Blink Burrow forward. Blink takes some wears off, however, so all the life kicks back into him. Misery. Caught out. Another double stomp from Faith Bian. Jump forward from Shadow. Looking for the damage and a time lock. First hit on Weeha. This could be it. A triple kill for Shadow. The cast is good, however. Nixus hasn't been brought down. The arrow flies forward. Misses target. Resolution needs to pump in more damage. The gem stolen by Shadow as he'll run back out through the front lines. The Starfall dodged by the first Manta. Still gonna hit by the secondary one. It's Clinks. Where is this control? Where is this damage? It just isn't there. The silence on Murata means he can't arrow. They see Innocence TPing out. It's gonna be too late. The TP was more than well completed. They do not have a creep wave with them, but they can start a pincer.
Innocence might get picked up by Resolution.
Oh, can they do it? There's a Ghost Scepter. You can't pick off Jack. Yes, he can now. Diffuser Blade is up. Turns it off. The curse. It holds Death Prophet in position. Shadow jumps over, but now he's in range of it. Weeha with the Starfall. Not enough damage. They have to force up back to Winter Wyvern. Away from Blink. Gogo's run well off the mark. And Misery is the stun there. 1 second, 2 seconds. Shadow double hit. Nice and quick. Finds the pick up on Misery. All he want to do is retreat.
Still alive and healthy on the side of Wings, and with no BKB on Cleeks, they're going to have to hope for a miracle here.
Exorcism is down, however. A miracle's been eliminated. Move. There goes your Chakram forward. Arrow flies in off target. Nice hit from Weeha, but the better hit from Faith Beyond. He has been godlike this game. Another big stun. Resolution. He'll finally bring down Blink. There is a Spike Carapace available. Resolution, no BKB charge, so he'll stun up himself. Chakram, or you can just Timber Chain into the Whirling Death. Gem can be recovered as Moo, hot on the tails of Ice. Does he have the damage? Whirling Death, 1 punch, there it is. Moo gets the double kill, but the damage has been done. A full Raxing on mid and bottom lane done by Wings. And even that, like, you get an Aghanim Scepter on the Nexus Assassin bottom lane. They initiate Ice, they want the kill. The stun is there on Misery as Yulset protects Ice again. Misery forced up now. The double ones. DC, they just need to bail out here, but Misery pulled back. Cold Embrace will keep him alive a little bit longer. Burrow strikes up for him as the Chrono on the back lines. They found Resolution. It's a big kill. Mooney to turn the damage around. Innocence, he'll be ripped apart by the Chakram, and he will go down. The curse is too late to take the attention away from Wings, and now Epicenter. Misery will also jump in. Mirana dies on the left. Misery forced up down. Shadow hot on the tails. And Clinks cannot get caught out like that. Like, if they can recover the gem.
I think it's more so like Shadow always finding the right targets with the Chronosphere. He knows that the Clinks is the only one that can really do damage to them. Mirana's countered by the Fate's Edict.
That courier has traveled the whole earth. What is he waiting? Drop the TP scroll. Now the courier, the silence. Yules will dispel. Support's coming over. It's there from the Winter Wyvern, but with the blood, it'll be enough. The Bloodborne Timber Saw. He's not going to pop. They force up him out. Mr. Timber Chainer. They pop him. The gem's on the ground, and there's no buyback. 80 seconds without the Timber Saw. DC, they're scrambling away. Zuxa needs some help. Misery's there, but again with the silence. Forced off up. Nice arrow from Wee. Hitting Blink on the backlines. They Burrow Strike forward. Blink is low with a Splinter. It's not enough damage. Shadow the Chronosphere. Resolution! He walked into it. The damage is there from Shadow. Resolution is gone. And with him, maybe the hopes of the game. GG! Wings will take game number 2.
What a god on this Faceless Void. 20 kills, 0 deaths, perfect Chronospheres. Resolution tried to all in with the Rapier at the end, but no death pact, walking in a Chrono. Just a lot of mistakes from DC as they crumble in game number 3.
Yeah, the big story is that bottom lane missing of stun after stun. You can see how DC, the smile turns quickly upside down as Wings have a flawless game, and you gotta say it. It's the way you do it, non-Melk style. 20 for 0 on the Faceless Void. The anti-Melk. It's the Shadow Award. A perfect Faceless Void game from him. A great game from Wings.
The Timber Saw top lane.
Ice being cancelled. That's 4 sticky napalm charges on the Vengeful Spirit. She can't get away from this. There's no extra help. Zuxa's gonna drop right now. Blink burns him, but Misery looking for some revenge. Ice dropping low. Misery Void in 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Need to slow him down, stopping the turn rate to Blink. Definitely gonna be happy with that. Like I said, if you can get damage farm, we hard trouble in mid lane. Dropping low, he's got Dark Pact available. He's burning out at the moment into the tree line. Faith actually getting caught in by the creep wave. The attack from the tower.
Axe, this is going to be an extremely tough goal. Actually, he has no pounce.
Yeah, he's got Shadow Dance, however, but the stomp, the stun, the magic missile from Suxco will be able to help out enough. Slark, pound still on cooldown for 4 more seconds, but Moonlight Shadow from Resolution will allow DC to make a break to the tree line. Weeha. Okay, it looked like he was thinking of turning around and going for another opening. Shadow is fairly low, but this bottom lane, Innocence, silenced up, the move, Whirling Deaths him down. Faith looking for a revenge, but his top lane where they're about to initiate onto Shadow with the Dark Pact and Magic Missile. The Stomp will force him to split, but back on bottom lane, Faith moving back to his own tier 1 tower. Move body blocking it up. The silence is there. Whirling Death. I'll just use Shark from Timber Chain. No! Move goes too far the side.
Good timing considering how poor the early game was. Misery.
Yeah, they found him out. They push him back. And Misery will burn, or will he? He can't get to the other side of the tree line, but maybe with Batrider caught out. The ET splitters coming in. DC need to split. Arrow is not available for the moment. Chakram doesn't actually reach up to Wings, but Weeha is in, and he's looking for the Batrider. The perfect leash. Batrider comes down to the ground as the Firefly will wear off. And so with all of his live Faith, a little bit too deep himself, the Chakra flies out, and now it's just fight after fight. Maybe going the way here for DC. Moo goes in deep. Reactive armor charges don't exist for him.
We looking for a weak support like the Keeper of Light. He is scouted out.
Yeah, where is that target? Instead he finds, well, not the targets he wants. He found ET. Cole pulls him back out over the Chakra and flies forward. ET, not enough damage to kill him until the Timber Chain from Move connects. ET Splitter well off the mark. And they look for more. The Courier into the tree lines. Blink kept out by Resolution as he's finally rotated up from the mid, but Wings finding back behind their Tier 1 tower. Still another 15 seconds till he's up. That arrow flies 5 seconds on the axe. Pounces over the trees and in comes Move! They have the damage! Wings into their own Tier 1 tower will be slaughtered. Shadow has his blink available. They need more stuns and the damage. Shadow blinks out, but the owner's killing him off. Shadow will die here. Nothing will stop this. Even the flame break can't buy the space. I'm not quite certain what Resolution's waiting for. He's just sitting in the middle lane for the creep wave to arrive. The call from Faith, the axe. Oh, Batrider gets hit by the arrow. The splitter is good, but then the leap into double starfall. The magical damage is too much for Wings. Moo will survive. He was the one they wanted, and it's Weeha who gets the double kill.
And Gem now goes away of Night Stalker. He almost has his axe and the gem complete. This is disastrous for Wings.
Hunting the kill. Wings actually hunting the kill. He walks up the high ground under the Tier 3 towers. He wants Ice Ice. The call, the silence is there from Misery. The arrow will be soaked up by the creep wave, but it doesn't matter. Ice Ice is already down. Well, the arrow misses, but Weeha tracks. He finds Blink. The pounce forward. Faith gets the call off. You still got a decent amount of essence shifted in Faith. The Blade Mail will protect him. Now Lasso. They pull Wee in, but he already triggered the Dark Pact, breaking free. The Mana Void! Shadow won't be enough. The swap out for Weeha. Pulled back in range of Innocence Mana Leak. A 1-for-1 trade-off for now. The Culling Blade ensures the kill. The Moo, Timber Chains forward. There was only one tree there for him to work with. Underneath the range of 2 sentries, but the arrow from Resolution connects on Anti-Mage. Will there be enough damage? He'll blink himself out to safety. DC, not that healthy. Again, this Mana Leak being a pain in the butt. But that's why you'll Scepter up. Timber Chain cancels, a very short one anyway, but Misery moves over. No nighttime available. He's also got the gem. Wings, they'll follow this one to the ends of the earth. The Spirit's on top. The Splitter Misery's got nowhere to go. Stunned up by the Mana Leak. He'll give the gem over to actually no Resolution. I thought they might have done a handoff. Doesn't happen. A Moo dying to Wings. The blink. Oh, he gets interrupted. You'll Scepter. He had to take off the burn effect of that flame break up to the trees, but he knows he's dead. Great chase by Wings.
What a flame break right there. They had the Observer Ward.
He's looking to jump out, but he actually gets the blink call over on the Misery. So the jump out, the ET Splitter, they really want to get that kill, and they got it. The Vengeful Spirit trying to swap him out. The Moonlight Shadow won't do enough. The axe finds the kill. Moves some really good damage though with the Chakram, but it's just the last two. Too good for Wings. They catch out the slot. They get 3 down. Now they can finish what they started. The death of Roshan.
This Observer Ward saw that Night Stalker. That swap just crushed them as 2 heroes got hit by the Earth Splitter.
This next defense from DC, it has to work. The arrow, 5 seconds over on the axe. Resolution jumps in. The double starfall damage. They'll bring down the axe. So finally they get a small break, but Wings have rotated over the swap, instantly cancelling out the lasso. Move! Huge damage! Connell is gone! Ice Ice might join him in a moment as Murata blinks forward. They've got the damage. This could be the fight. We leaping forward. The BKBs break Batrider free. Moo still in the neighborhood. Shadow. There's your Abyssal Blade. The Mana Void on a resolution. Doing heavy work with the Chakram doing more of it. Shadow is burning inside of it. The Aegis Immortal will trigger. Blinkers away on low life. Do they have enough to kill the anti-Maga once again? He'll blink out. Moo sticks with him. Yule Scepter up. Blinks off cooldown in 1 second time. Now in comes Blink himself. Flame Break pushing DC away. This will give Shadow just enough space to escape.
BKB is like a free kill on Batrider and or Keeper.
Wings is coming down. They're looking for a kill on Moo. Almost everyone's here apart from the Mirana. She does have BTs, but it can only TP the tier 2 tower. Now Coddle, 2-3. Can't get the fourth hit. The Shark will do the work. Bash forward with the Abyssal. The arrow, it connects on Shadow. 5 seconds stun. The ET splitter. It's not enough damage yet. Misery's still tanking through all of this. The Mana Void. He wants Misery dead with the Moonlight Shadow. They don't have the vision at the moment. Moo will go back into the Moonlight Shadow too. Timber Chain, 1 second. This will bring him back in range of the tower. Unless they want to fight. Arrows off cooldown. Blink forward. The arrow will miss. Weeha waiting. The ninja out from the trees. Faith triggers the blade mail as well as his BKB. The pounds forward. Faith getting caught in the back of that. Weeha explodes the Mana Void. Luckily for the rest of DC, they weren't in range for it, but the Stomp forward from my side can go for the Stomp. No real way to get away from this one, especially when he gets the blade down by the Anti-Mage. Moo can't chain away. He'll Yule Scepter up. The Blink Dagger won't be off cooldown in time, so he just has a suicide when he hits the ground. The Blink goes for more, burning up the Vengeful Spirit with the Firefly.
Okay, it is confirmed. Shadow can bash on command. What was that? Right on the Timber Chain, right as when Slark was about to escape. And I talked about it, the Basher versus BKB. BKB, he would have really loved to have it for that fight.
As they attack into the tier 3 tower, trying to get that one step closer to the Aegis. As now Timber locked down the double Starfall, but Moo is too low. He has buyback available. They're culling bladed out. Slark up, 4 seconds until he's alive. No fortification, arrow, it doesn't connect. Innocence, the Horsetail doesn't catch it, the swap out. Saxo again sacrificing himself just to make sure they can get that double damage out from the Starfall of Resolution. Good stomp. Moo yules up into towards the air. He has a way to get out thanks to Moonlight Shadow. They can play the invis game. Shadow going in very, very deep. Gets the stun over on Misery, but Weeha returns it with a bash of his own. And now with a jump out, Resolution leaves the tree line. He is out of mana. He can't get out this one. He can blink back into the fight in just a moment. Faith BN so low. Where's the damage from DC? Moo is a dive back for him. Shadow's looking for the kill. They found Weeha. The Baz controller dead! Buyback is available for him though, and he'll need to use it. The rest of DC are dying out in front of their own tier 3 tower. Resolution back into the fight, but the Culling Blade kills off the Night Stalker, giving Wings the pump up they need to go inside. They look for the lasso and they've got it. It's the Slug. Arrow flies in. It'll be a 5-second stun over on Blink, but Wings, they brought down the melee racks. Shadow, Mana Styles out. Weeha has to bounce himself out of this one. He moves up to the side shop. Shadow's here. Weeha initiates. He needs to kill and get the hell out. One more attack, but he has to bail. 23 HP. Now Weeha. He forced the issue too hard. Will he go down? Yes, he will. 90 seconds. The door has been opened by Weeha's aggressiveness. And Wings. It is a landslide as the graphs drop. And they're going to try and break DC's glass. The Blink and the lasso. Misery instantly swap back out again. Shadow's in pretty deep, but he'll come over. Sucks are already on the sidelines. Misery, now he's being controlled. The Abyssal Blade is still up. Misery's gone. The Culling Blade, that could be it right now. DC on the ropes as Wings, they look towards the mid-racks. Bring down the tier 3 tower. Moo trying to slow it up with a Chakram. Resolution out of arrows and also out of teammates. DC, they have Slark up in 20. They'll have one more opportunity, and that's to defend their tier 3 racks on top. There it is. The melee is down. Range racks will follow. Wings, do they play safe? Do they back it up? No! In they go! Resolution! Welcome back and goodbye! You have buyback available, and here comes the push. This is the defense now. DC, you either hold or you die. As Wings, they rip down the tier 3 tower. Weeha wants to go out through the back lines and attack. Now the lasso. They found Tusker. Weeha ripped apart. The buybacks. It won't be enough to game on Blade. Wings are your international 2016 champions. Terrific display of Dota. You didn't know if we're going to be perfect in the group stages, but only losing games to one with the punch. And now they topple DC in a 3-1 victory here in Key Arena.
Black has to be happy that Anti-Mage is going to be plastered there for a full year.
And we can be as happy as that as Slack's not being on the Aegis. Terrific battle. Big props to Digital Chaos. They overcame so much to get to this point. They played terrific Dota. They made the meta, but Wings broke it to take the championship, to take the biggest trophy in the Dota 2 calendar year.
And finally, they found their consistency in the finest of times. It only matters during this month, Toby.
That's right. The International is the big one. You can win as many majors as you want to, but if you take TI, you become immortal. As Digital Chaos, well deserving of it. Very, very well deserving of their second position.
And now
but it is Wings. They can greet their fans. And they claim what every Dota 2 player wants in their life. The Aegis of the Immortal! It belongs to Wings!
Ladies and gentlemen, the champions of the International, Wings Gaming!
Ladies and gentlemen, the International 2016 champions are Wings Gaming!